Thanks, Al. This really is also my favorite part of the conference. So the cause Lifetime Achievement Award is, let me give you the award criterion. It's a biennial award presented to the individual who, over an extended period of time, has made lasting contributions with broad impact in the field of statistics education, especially but not limited to the teaching and learning of college-level statistics, which college level and AP. So nominations are reviewed by an award committee made up of the director, myself, the chair of the board of cause, Jessica Utz, and the past award winners, which includes the 2005 winner, George Cobb, 2007 winner, Joan Garfield, 2009 winner, Roxy Peck, and 2011 winner, Dick Schaefer. Without further ado, the award this year for the cause Lifetime Achievement Award in Statistics Education goes to Christine Franklin. Introducing Chris to tell us about her accomplishments in statistics education, what a wonderful person she is, Darren Starnes, Roxy Peck, and Kim Gilbert.
Chris Franklin was my first table leader at the AP Statistics reading. She taught me two very important lessons. One, we were there for the students. And two, y'all is the singular form of all y'all. It actually seemed very appropriate a few years later when Chris became chief reader in the charming southern city of Louisville. Things did not always go smoothly. We were the last paying customers in the Hotel Louisville before it became a homeless shelter. And better yet, the sophisticated ETS computer scoring system broke down during the reading. I can still remember Chris commenting at the end of the last day of grading, "I need a drink." Beneath her southern charm lies a healthy dose of dogged determination and an unwavering commitment to doing what is right for statistics students everywhere. Chris helped reshape statistics education in her home state of Georgia and more globally through her contributions to the Gaze Report, both of which have served as inspiration for the Common Core state standards. Chris brings passion to all that she does, whether revising her intro stats textbook, hiking with one of her sons at Philmont, or taking in a baseball game. She is hands down one of the nicest people I've ever met, and I feel truly fortunate to call her a friend. For all that she has done to advance the cause of statistics, for her leadership and pioneer spirit, for her goodwill and generosity, Chris Franklin is a most deserving recipient of this year's Cause Lifetime Achievement Award.
Well, thank you. I'm going to talk a little bit about the impact of some of Chris's work, and then I'm going to comment on a few of the things that I've learned from Chris Franklin. In terms of impact, many of you are familiar with her textbooks, which are widely popular both at the university level and in high school, impacting the statistics education of thousands of students each year. But I want to highlight some of Chris's other work that I think has had profound impact. Chris was one of the first to realize the role of statisticians and statistics educators could play in K-12 education. Chris, along with Joan Garfield, were the two people with the vision of developing a statistics education policy document. And this vision led to both the K-12 and the college Gaze reports. Chris took the lead on the K-12 document, and I think she is the only one at the time that really saw the vision of how that document could influence K-12 statistics education at a policy level. The rest of us worked on the project because we would do almost anything that Chris Franklin asked us to do, frankly. But I think none of us really thought there would be an audience for that document. Well, nearly 10 years later, I'm happy to say that Chris really was visionary, and that she was right all along about that. The GAZE report, as Darren mentioned, played a major role in the shaping of the rich statistics curriculum content that's now in the Common Core state standards in mathematics. The development of those standards happened very quickly, and there would have been no time to develop something like the GAZE document in time to have an impact on that. But because of Chris's vision, that document was there. It made it to the table, even though they didn't invite any statisticians to the table. That document made it to the table. And beginning next year, K-12 students in 45 states will be introduced to statistics in a meaningful way as part of their K-12 mathematics curriculum. That's quite an accomplishment. I'm proud to have Chris as a statistics education colleague, but even more important, I'm honored to have Chris as a friend. I've learned a lot from Chris. I mean, I joke like Darren that Chris taught me the plural of y'all is all y'all. She also taught me that in the South, the letter L is pronounced with 2 syllables, as in, next take a look at paper ale. But what I really have learned from Chris is what true commitment to statistics education looks like, and also how to handle difficult situations with humor and grace.
I always hate these microphones. Okay, how's that? Is that all right? Okay. Chris, first, congratulations. You're so deserving of this award that recognizes your passion and dedication for statistics education for all, teachers and students at all levels. I have a story I'm going to tell, but first I want to honor her family. Her husband, Dale, is here. He lives close by in Greensboro, and they have 2 sons, Corey and Cody, who mean just the world to Chris. But the magic about this is they have always been incredibly supportive of her. They have always honored and respected the work that she has done when she has spent many, many hours in the house on the computer, in the office on the computer in Nebraska, and San Francisco, and San Luis, and everywhere. She's traveled so much and worked so hard, and they have always been proud of her efforts. And Chris, I know you would not have been able to accomplish what you have without the love and support of those 3 men. So I have a little story to tell about Chris, and she's heard me tell this story way more than once. And so if you've heard it before, I apologize in advance. I was visiting Chris, and her older son, Corey, was about 5 years old. And she was fixing dinner, and I was just hanging out, probably having a glass of wine, watching. And she asked Corey to help her set the table. Well, Corey and his 5-year-old sweet little Southern accent, and if you know Chris, you know where the Southern accent came from. He looked at her and he said, "But Mama, I don't want to." She just looked at him and she said, "Well, Corey, I don't want to either." She said, "But I'm over here busy fixing dinner and we have to eat, so you have to help me out by helping me set the table." So the little 5-year-old trotted on over and did just like his mom asked him to do. And I've realized since then, in the 20-some-odd years that I've watched Chris so effectively work with different people and accomplish so much, that she has this gift with everyone. It wasn't just her child. She was able to convince him so simply that this was just what needed to be done. And she has this gift truly with everyone. If you know Chris, you know that she's very hardworking. She has lots of energy. She could so much accomplish. Of course, I can tell you part of that too. I get to stay with her at conferences. Almost always, I go to bed. She's in the corner on the computer, the light on. I go to sleep. I wake up. She's in the same place. There is insufficient evidence that Chris Franklin ever sleeps. So besides all of these fabulous characteristics that she has, very smart, she's hardworking, she's kind, she's caring, she's nurturing. In my mind, Chris's most significant influence in statistics education is not her books or her articles or anything else that she has done. She has the amazing ability to see the best in people. She has this incredible ability to see the potential in others and empower them to see that potential in themselves. As brilliant of a writer and a teacher as she is, I think her greatest gift is how she inspires teachers and students to live up to their potential. So Chris, in my mind, this award is not only about what you have done, but also who you are.
So the award itself is a clock with the inscription for lifetime 2013 USCOS Lifetime Achievement Award presented to Christine Franklin for timeless and continuing contributions to the improvement of statistics education. And along with the award, also dozens of people sent in their tributes to Chris, and we produced a book for her to enjoy.
I think I'm speechless. This is a total surprise. I'm not deserving of this. Thank you very much, everybody that spoke. Thank you. I don't know what to say. If you heard my 5-minute talk last night, even though I was in shock after following Chris Weil, it's been a great journey. I really, I don't know if I got my message across last night, but I have just landed in places all these years and places I never expected to land, and they always turned out to be magical. And it was because of the people I worked with. And this is my family. My husband and my boys are my life, but this is my family also. And I wish I could have included all of you in my 5 minutes last night, but Alan didn't give me enough time. Thank you. It's been great. And we got more work to do, don't forget that. Especially, just remember, you've been hearing all these K through 12 sessions here, the Common Core, we got a lot of work to do, so I'm counting on all of you. Thank you very much.